What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel today. Um, I'm just gonna dive right into it. If this, if it resonates with you or you find something in common, um, feel free to let me know, down below. Um, it's really hard out here today. Uh, when to do the right thing when everyone is when it feels like the spirits that live in everyone are against you. And having encountered that on a personal basis, a daily basis as well, personally, it it's very eye-opening. It really opens your eyes and makes you want to kind of close off your heart a little bit. Um, because you want to your nature is to be kind to people, but you know it's hard. Like I said, I'm not complaining here. I'm just telling you the facts from based on my personal experience. Okay. um it's getting to a point where if you're out there, if you're at work, if you're in public, if you're with friends or something, even family, maybe that applies to some of you. It's almost as if they don't, the second someone senses you're an authentic, genuine, nice person who's real, who's not going to play those fake games, who's not going to play the dialogue people do, it's just the fakeness, right? I want to call it padding. Like they're padding reality to help, like, to make the other person like them, and then sugarcoat everything, and then the game goes back and forth. Have you guys Do you know what I'm talking about, right? Do you? Um, uh, Assuming that you do or you notice these things like me, I'm not one of those people, and I'm a very being a silent person. It holds up the mirror to other people to a point where they cannot face themselves, and immediately, especially um if you're dealing with like the opposite gender, like, oh, in my case, if I'm dealing with a woman, it's gonna be like they're gonna flip the blame on me or on another guy, right? Or if you're dealing with, it doesn't matter your gender really. If you're a woman dealing with another woman, or a man-to-man type conversation or dialogue, it's getting to a point where the second they sense that you are have some kind of a substance to you, and you are a this is kind of overrated, but if they sense that you are a real one, okay, like a quote unquote real one or authentic, uh immediately you are the news flash in that organization or that workplace, or you become you become ostracized the second they start talking about you. And I don't mean talking about you in a good way. I mean saying negative things about you, and getting other people to get on their side to make sure that those people don't take a liking to you. And I've heard it, people call it, now I've heard it before. There's many names for these type of things that happen in a social in society, in a social setting. Uh, it could be considered bullying. It could be considered mobbing. It can be considered like I said, ostracizing. Um, and many there's other little aspects that go into that, like openly humiliation, like humiliating you, um castigating you, ruining your name, like trying to scandalize you to other people. And they know you're a good person. They see how you interact with others. They see who you are when the doors are closed. um they'll get other people to talk to you, and to, like, flying monkeys kind of thing. They'll get other people to talk to you, and then when that's done, like later, it can be anywhere from hours to weeks to days. Someone else will be in your corner and try to talk to you, and then they'll run off and go tell what happened, and then they'll get someone else to try to see if you change your ways for different people. When the reality is, you're just a person of substance, and meaning that they see a mirror, that when they come up to you, they immediately see a mirror and they hate who they are and they will not take accountability. So I'm sure you may have heard these things before, like this type of thing I'm talking about. But essentially, uh, these videos I do, by the way, I just kind of, they don't really have a structure, so bear with me if I go off and, on a tangent here. But my whole point here is that it's getting harder and harder to actually wake up. Well, not wake up, it's getting harder and harder to get out there, go to work, go in society, go wherever you need to go, the store, the Department of Motor Vehicle, whatever. It's getting harder and harder to do these things, viewing people as just uh people like you. Like when you go out there now, when I go out there, it's getting really hard for me. It's challenging. I don't really know what to do necessarily, but it's getting challenging for me to see the other person as my equal. And I'm not saying that I go out there and I'm thinking I'm better than these people, like screw these people. No. I'm just saying that it's getting really hard to see people in a heart in the light of compassion. And uh as a man, I when someone does something wrong to me, uh I don't take the path of vengeance, and at the same time, I don't take the path of kindness either, because if I'm kind to people, I'm just teaching them that behavior is okay, that bad behavior. And if I get even with them, then A, it's I don't want to do that because I'm not that person. Number two, if I force myself to do that, I'm stooping to their level and it's going to make things worse for me and for my reputation and for other people as well. So I always approach these things as you got to take the middle path, and that middle path is the path of mercy. It doesn't matter who you're dealing with. If you're a man dealing with a woman, if you're a man dealing with the man, if you're a woman dealing with the man, or a woman dealing with a woman, doesn't matter. Um, the best course of action is to take the path of mercy, and that's why they don't like you. So, as this, as my life, it's been a while since I put a video on, but as my life keeps going and I'm working through my daily life, I'm trying my best. It's getting harder and harder for, and I know life is supposed to be hard. It's a challenge for a man. I'm not denying that at all. I recognize that. I accept that. I accepted that a long time ago. But I'm saying is that as I approach life as a man where, okay, I'll tackle this challenge. It's not going to be easy. No pain, no gain. Perfect. I will go through, I will try my best. But then you try to be a good person and you go out there and you see everyone. I see people for who I want them to be, not for who they actually are. And that, I don't know if maybe you guys feel this way too. It's hard because you, you want to see people like you are, but it's a hard pill to swallow for me to be like, okay, these guys are evil. I'm sorry, I'm not judging them. I'm just that's who they are because I've tested them and I've been merciful and kind and I don't judge people and I at work, for example, I'm really kind to customers and I show people that you don't have to compete with other coworkers to show that you're a really good person toward the customers. You can just be the put a smile on and be kind and just be nice to the customers and be yourself as you do that. Don't look over, don't compete, don't look right, don't look left. And I deal with coworkers who are doing that. They're looking right, looking left, being really obnoxious and loud, trying to make sure that people see how good they are. And I'm over here just being quiet, being myself. Um, well, not being quiet, but just going through and doing it and doing the job to get done, right? And just trying to do my best, right? Being kind, not being loud about it, kind of like, doing, staying under wraps and making it in its, it's simple. And people don't like that because they want you to compete with them and they want you to like they don't want you to outshine them. But the thing is that if your light's bright, you can't put it under a bushel. You can't um this reminds me of the parable, one of the parables in the Bible where if a woman is loses her coin in the house, and it goes something like that, and she sweeps the whole house and overturns everything until she finds that coin, and she finds a coin, and then she rejoices, and her household rejoices with her. It's something like that from my memory. That's one of the parables in the Bible, that when she finds a lost coin, then everyone will rejoice with her. And the thing is that you can't hide. If you lost your coin, you need to find it and rejoice when you find it. And also, when your light is bright, when God has hand over you, you look, it's getting harder and harder is what I'm trying to say, to let your light shine. And without complaining on here, again, I'm just being real. That's what I like to be right now. And um uh I want to offer you encouragement to where I know there's people out, you guys are watching, there's a majority of you are probably like me, and maybe many of you are not. Maybe this is just like another video floating around out there, and y'all are like, all right, this dude's just venting. Fine, that's cool. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't know what advice to give y'all because I don't really know what to do myself. This is something I have to think about, and something I have to get back to you on. But what I will say is, um, don't hide your light. And if you know people are starting to ostracize you and single you out and talk about you, that's a given. People are gonna gossip about you and say stupid shit about you. Um, uh, the second they see your nature, the second they get next to you and work with you, or you're meeting them like a friend and you're getting to know them, they will try and suck you down to their level. That's just how it is because demons hop from person to person. This is what I've learned. Demons, they hop from person to person to try and get rid of you. And I don't mean physically like get rid of you, maybe that as well, but I'm talking about to corrupt you spiritually, mentally, you know, your aura, your soul. They're trying to just corrupt it like a virus. They're trying to get in there and just, or like a disease, get in there and just ruin the body. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I'm just gonna leave it at there. Um, yeah, when I figure out some good advice to give, or some things I've been doing to help cope with this, besides prayer and besides talking to God and um being alone, to recharge and stuff. Those things are good for yourself to heal yourself and recharge, like I said, but I still need to figure out ways to deal with it one on one especially in the workplace. Right now, the workplace is my biggest challenge, guys. I They don't like it when I'm on my own business. They don't like it when I'm keeping to myself. They don't like it when I'm smiling. When they criticize me, they don't like that I don't care. Like, I mean, what I'm trying to say is they don't like that they can't get my spirits down. That's what I mean when I say that they don't like I don't care. All right, it's just it's it's one thing after another, and you know, you add that to uh you add that to the hardship of daily life, and it's kind of, you know, you kind of feel like you're going under sometimes. So, I hope that this video helped you to realize that you're not alone. While I don't really have any advice to give, um, someone just texted me. All right. Um, I just want you to know that you can always come to my channel and watch it and just feel like you're not alone, and that we're all doing our best out here. And for those of you that don't have friends and that are single, like myself, um, you're not alone again. It's just part of the journey sometimes. So, yeah, so I hope you all have a good day, a blessed day. Take care. Please subscribe, like the video if you liked it. Comment down below if you feel like you could offer me advice, or what do you do if you encounter these things. And yeah, until next time, okay?